Welcome to Mars, the red-headed stepchild of the solar system. The fourth planet from the sun, Mars was named after the Roman god of war and musician Bruno Mars. Mars gets its red coloring from the high content of iron oxide or rust particles in its soil. Star Wars scientists believe that the planet was once covered completely in a thin layer of salt, until a bunch of people came by and walked all over it. Some scientists argue that the interior of Mars is iron, and that it has a solid inner core and a liquid outer core. However, candy bar manufacturers know that Mars is comprised of caramel and either roasted almonds or nougat, depending on the region. While Earth is 1 AU away from the Sun, Mars is 1.5 AU away, or 1 AUA. Mars is pretty laid back. It moves at a much slower speed around the Sun than the Earth. This means it takes twice as long to complete an entire year, 687 Earth days to be exact. Martians also enjoy 40 minutes more sleep per night than us Earthers do. The Martian day lasts 24 hours and 40 minutes. Valuable time that they spend hiding from us. Mars is half the size of Earth, but has about the same amount of land, which is great if you're building condos. But the apparent lack of water on the planet means that you won't be using that swimming pool anytime soon. Of course, there are signs that water once flowed on the planet. But what good is that going to do if you want to go swimming now? The average temperature on Mars is also minus 68 degrees Celsius. So, even if you do get that pool filled up, it will probably all have been a dream. Mars has a lot of great stuff to check out, including this hockey stadium shaped like a human head, this Star Trek helicopter pad, Bigfoot, and the Mall of America. But don't try to visit. We already mentioned the recluse hermit Martians that really want to be left alone. The Terran paparazzi organization NASA can't help but take pictures. Exactly why I don't read scholarly articles. Visitors to Mars have also attested to suddenly dying due to thin atmosphere, no magnetic field, and exposure to space. But those who survive on the planet have attested to sudden weight loss. This is probably because your weight on Mars would be roughly a third of your weight on Earth. And if you like the moon, Mars has two. Say hello to Phobos and Deimos, Mars's two potato-shaped moons. They were named after Fear and Panic, the two horses that pulled the chariot of the Greek god of war, Ares. They also represent the fear of dying alone on an alien planet and the panic you feel when you realize you have a lot more suffering to do as an astronaut on Mars before you die. So why not take a trip to Mars? It'll be the last trip you ever take, guaranteed, or your money back. Money is non-transferable to next of kin. And be sure to let us know what planets you'd like to see on the next fact-packed episode of Know Your Planets. May the Force be with you.